Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear about the Fed's plot to allegedly kill R. Kelly, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And to my cinema cronies, drop the flex emoji in the comments. Now, we're not gonna play no games. R. Kelly feel like he was railroaded, and because of that, he ended up filing a lawsuit against the Feds. Now, how do he feel like he was railroaded? His personal information was accessed over 600 times, I believe it was. And it was accessed by people who weren't supposed to be accessing it. And what they ended up doing was they got that information, sent that information out to Tasha K, and Tasha K disseminated that information all around the internet. So at first, the Feds didn't have a case against R. Kelly. His two girlfriends were standing prime. They were saying that nothing happened. They weren't sex trafficked. They were all they were with him. He never dealt with them while they were underage. And then what ended up happening is after the Feds illegally obtained this information and illegally sent this information out to Tasha K, one of the girlfriends basically went back on Gayle King and did a different interview from the first time and basically said R. Kelly abused her. She was there she was forced to be there. She didn't want to be there. She was brainwashed. And if the jury would have had this information, they would probably say, well, maybe she did this because she was upset. And that's what it's seeming like. It's seeming like she did this based on being upset because she heard R. Kelly call another woman baby when he was emailing her and texting her back and forth. And it's illegal for them to not only get his personal information, but to send his personal information out to anybody. So what ends up happening is time go past and R. Kelly files a lawsuit. And in this lawsuit, R. Kelly is supposed to he just received 13,000 pages of information to try to figure out what was going on with his case and how did all this happen and how did this information get out. Well, R. Kelly was basically going up against the Feds now, and it was alleged that the Feds tried to get him killed. Now, it was a guy from the Aryan Nation who basically in jail and got cancer, and the Feds allegedly told him, hey, you can get out of jail if you pull this off. But the thing is that guy basically got railroaded by the Feds. I think it was in 1996. So he's already dying anyway, and he feel like, listen, they gonna try to tell me to kill him. What they gonna do is they gonna see me killing him, and then they gonna kill me after I kill him, saying they was trying to preserve life. Get basically two birds, one stone. And this guy used to be Aryan Nation, but he started snitching. Once he started snitching, he denounced this game. But what the Feds ended up doing was they classified him as a Aryan Nation to basically put him with the Aryan Nation so the Aryan Nation could kill him, because that inmate, the white inmate who was alleged to have to try to kill R. Kelly, they basically saying that he started putting too many grievances in against the police, and they basically just wanted him out the way. And if you ever been to jail or know anybody who been to jail, you know that once the police get tired of you filing grievances, once the police get tired of you being into it with them, once they get upset, they'll definitely turn on you, and they'll definitely put you in a blender, and they'll get you out of there if they have to, even if they have your own gang do it, because it's a hierarchy in the prison. You have to understand that drugs don't just get in a prison by chance. Cell phones, food, all of this stuff don't just get into prison by chance, right? So what ends up happening is a lot of times some of these correctional officers, they'll overlook certain things in the jail because they get money off of it, and because the people who at the top, they control it and stop all the riots. You have to think about this. When you look at a typical jail, it's probably, let's just say it's 1,000 inmates, but it's maybe only 50 guards. There's no way that they can control all of these inmates. So some of them basically end up doing that so the inmates can control themselves. Now, this is not saying this is what happened in this prison. This is just saying this is the thought process of it in general. So now, when you keep moving through the story, R. Kelly basically say, yo, it's a plot out to get me. And now, since he said it and the other guy basically confirmed it, Now his lawyer is asking Donald Trump to pardon R. Kelly. And another thing is dang, I can't even think. Is he the district attorney or the assistant district attorney? Whoever he is, he ended up resigning from his job after the plot came out about R. Kelly allegedly supposed to being killed, and after R. Kelly ended up getting those 13,000 pieces of information, because now they know that the truth is going to go out. And so when R. Kelly go back on appeal, I definitely believe he will be freed based on the corruption that went on with the feds in order to get this conviction. Now, I tell y'all all the time, man, you have to look at the police, you have to look at the feds, you have to look at the assistant district attorneys, you have to look at the district attorneys, you have to look at the judges. You have to look at them like basketball players. Why do I say that? Because they trying to get their stats. So when they giving out 100 years, when they giving out 20 years, when they get a high profile celebrity and that guy ends up going to jail for 30 years, life, 40 years, it shows that they tough on crime. It shows that they not only hold the regular people accountable, but they hold celebrities accountable. And when they do that and they run for mayor or they run for governor or they run for a judge or a senate, whatever type of seat, they basically run off of the pretenses of saying, listen, I hold everyone accountable. I've given out over 500 years to violent offenses. And that's why a lot of times when you see people in jail, you see a person who could get 10 years, but the prosecutor give them 30 years, because to the prosecutor, it's like, listen, you did it and you guilty based on the evidence. So why would I give you 10 years and you can possibly rehabilitate yourself and come back and be a productive citizen, when I can give you 30 years, you can rot in jail and my career can move forward. So the prison system is very, very terrible. It needs to be some reform, but the reform is going to be hard because it's not enough resources put into it. So that's why I salute Michael Rubin and I salute what Meek Mill is doing, because they trying to help make a lot of change. And it's going to take more than them. It's going to take some more people to help do it, but that's a nice start. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip hop content, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and post squad in the comments. And for any R. Kelly videos you may have missed, go to the R. Kelly playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.